Dear participants, welcome to the lecture series on data analysis for social science research. Today's presentation is an overview about data analysis. Data storage and data analysis technology enables companies to easily gather personal data about individuals from many different sources and analyze this data to create detailed electronic profiles about individuals and their behaviors. In our information age, small business, retail companies have to access to extraordinary amount of information on customers, their behaviors, interests, and buying habits, and the markets in which they operate. Being able to analyze that the data has become a critical skill for decision makers at every level in organizations. From this lecture series, you will understand on what is data analysis, the process of presenting data in visual form, steps in data analysis, including the major activities like data cleaning, transforming, modeling data to produce useful information for effective decision making. At the end of this lecture series, you will know how to make data driven decisions to find advantages and stay competitive. In this lecture series, the practical sessions like data entry, editing, coding, and analysis will be explained with hands-on experience. The entire lecture series will be useful to the students, research scholars, the data analysis aspirants, company managers, etc. The process of data analysis. The data analysis includes major activities such as data entry, editing, coding, analysis, and interpretation. Nowadays, data analysis is given significant importance in the field of research. Based on empirical evidences, researchers formulate hypotheses and test them. The various statistical tools used to test the hypotheses vary based on the nature of problem, based on research questions or question pattern. In this particular slide, we will know about outline of variables, univariate, bivariate, and multivariate analysis. What is a variable? Variable is any characteristic, number, or quantity that can be measured or counted. A variable may also be called a data item. For example, age, gender, monthly income, nationality, educational qualification, nature of business, attributes of a product, etc. Particularly in social science research data analysis, there may be two approaches as finding the group differences or identifying the relationship between the study variables. The variables may be treated as independent variables and dependent variables. Independent variables are variables whose variations do not depend on another variable. They are controlled inputs whose variation depends on the researcher or individual working with the variables. A dependent variable is a variable whose variations depend on another variable, usually the independent variable. The other variables, namely intervening variables, moderator variables, control variables, extraneous variables, endogenous variables, etc. These variables we will discuss in detail in the future classes. The application of appropriate statistical tools will help the researcher to achieve the research objectives. Regarding bivariate, data could also be two sets of items that are dependent on each other. In bivariate analysis, there will be assigned one as dependent variable and the other as independent variable. Multivariate analysis methods are used in the evaluation and collection of statistical data to clarify and explain relationships between different variables that are associated with this data. Multivariate tests are always used when more than three variables are involved and the context of their content is unclear. Statistical techniques which is performed with multiple variables are named as multivariate analysis. Techniques in multivariate analysis. The multivariate analyses are in general categorized as interdependence techniques and dependence techniques. Regarding interdependence techniques, in this technique, the variables will be analyzed together in the same set. The analysis, namely factor analysis, cluster analysis, multidimensional scaling, or perceptual mapping, and correspondence analysis. Let me brief them one by one. First, factor analysis. Factor analysis is a way to take a mass of data and shrinking it to a smaller data set that is more manageable and more understandable. Then cluster analysis. Cluster analysis is a technique to group similar observations into a number of clusters based on the observed values of several variables for each individual. Then multidimensional scaling or perceptual mapping. Multidimensional scaling is abbreviated as MDS. It's a technique that creates a map displaying the relative positions of a number of objects given only a table of the distances between them. The map may consist of 1, 2, 3 or even more dimensions. The program calculates either the metric or the non-metric solution. Then correspondence analysis. Correspondence analysis produces a 2 or 3 dimensional plot based on relationships among 2 or more categories of data. Then the next major category, dependence technique. Dependence technique, in this independent variables and one or two dependent variables can be used. These are namely multiple correlation, multiple regression, logistic regression, multiple discriminant analysis, canonical correlation, MANOVA, Markova, conjoint analysis, confirmatory factor analysis, structural equation modeling, etc. Let me brief them one by one. Multiple correlation. It measures the strength of association between the independent, it means explanatory variables, and the dependent variable, it means the variables we wish to forecast. Then multiple regression. Multiple regression analysis is a powerful technique used for predicting the unknown value of a variable from known value of 2 or more variables. Then logistic regression. Logistic regression is used widely to examine and describe the relationship between a binary response variable, for example, success or failure, and a set of predictor variables. Then multiple discriminant analysis. If the dependent variable is dichotomous like yes or no type, then multiple discriminant analysis is an appropriate technique. This technique helps to understand the group differences and to predict the possibility. Then canonical correlation. Canonical correlation analysis is a descriptive method that seeks to obtain measures of association between two sets of multivariate observations. Multivariate analysis of variance is the another type. The multivariate analysis of variance is abbreviated as MANOVA. It's a type of multivariate analysis used to analyze data that involves more than one dependent variable at a time. MANOVA allows us to test hypotheses regarding the effect of one or more independent variables on two or more dependent variables. Then next one, multivariate analysis of covariance. It's abbreviated as MANCOVA. We assess for statistical differences on multiple continuous dependent variables by an independent grouping variable while controlling for a third variable called the covariate. Multiple covariates can be used depending on the sample size of the study. Then conjoint analysis. Conjoint analysis is a statistical marketing research technique that helps businesses measure what their consumers value most about their products and services. For example, a TV manufacturer would want to know if their customers value how customers value picture or sound quality or more, or do they value price more than picture quality. Conjoint analysis helps to put a value on each feature to help business tailor their products and services to exactly what the majority of consumers are looking for. Then confirmatory factor analysis, CFA. The confirmatory factor analysis will show the contribution of each scale item to its dimension and the extent to which it measures the same. After the validity and reliability of the measurement model are established, the structural modeling is evaluated to establish and prove or disprove the hypothesis. Finally, structural equation modeling. The structural equation model may have one or more dependent variables and one or more independent variables with all relationships defined. Each of the dependent variables and independent variables may be either uni or multidimensional, and each of the dimension may be measured using scale items for indicators. Dear participants, the statistical knowledge helps you to use the proper methods to collect the data, employ the correct analysis, and effectively present the results. The above set statistical techniques will be shared with you in the next session onwards in simple, clear, and easy manner whenever required with practical examples. Thanks for your patient listening. If you have subscribed this channel, you will get the video presentations regularly. Let us meet in the next session. All the very best.